Hey fam, Alicia Keys just set the whole internet on fire. She didn't just clap back, y'all. She went straight for the jugular. And what's got everybody clutching their pearls? Word is, she just exposed Lala Anthony of secretly being engaged to her man, Swizz Beatz. This drama is messier than a soap opera finale. So hit that like button, grab your snacks, and let's get all the way into this spicy mess.
Y'all keep saying Alicia Keys stole that man. You can't steal nothing, okay? That don't belong to you. I just want to put that out there, okay? This is a whole grown man. You can't take or steal nothing. He gonna go and put it and stick it where the fuck he wants to put it, okay?
Now listen. This wasn't just some random gossip Alicia reacted to. Nope. Sis came out swinging. What started as a quiet little whisper behind closed doors suddenly blew up into a full-blown scandal because Alicia herself lit the match. But here's the thing. This doesn't feel like a spur-of-the-moment outburst. Nah, this feels like something that's been brewing for years. Like, was Lala actually living a double life right in front of us the whole time? And just when you think this couldn't get any juicier, boom. Old photos start resurfacing. Shady captions are popping back up. And insider tea is spilling everywhere. And none of it is lining up in a way that makes sense. People are saying Alicia's bombshell didn't just drag Lala. It cracked open her whole marriage and her entire inner circle for everyone to pick apart like an old diary. Every tweet, every story, every single blog post poured fuel on the flames until this turned into a full-on internet inferno. People are whispering things that are unthinkable. And now everybody's asking, is this the truth? Or are we just watching the messiest game of smoke and mirrors we've ever seen? Stick with me, because this is where it gets real. See, Alicia wasn't just reacting out of nowhere. She's been watching and connecting dots for a while now. Imagine sitting back, scrolling through cryptic captions, noticing weird late-night hangouts, and getting mysterious texts that don't add up. Suddenly, all the pieces click, like the receipts were right there in plain sight the whole time. But the real question is, did Alicia just now stumble on the truth? Or has she known all along and finally hit her breaking point? Fans are already speculating hard, with one even saying straight up that this supposed engagement between Swizz and Lala has been happening in plain sight for years. And then came the heavy punch that had everyone side-eyeing Alicia. People started calling this whole thing karma. And here's where it gets even deeper, because Alicia Keys performed her song Karma on stage, and fans are convinced it wasn't just a performance. They said it hit different, like she was singing straight from her soul. People were flooding the comments with lines like, "Oh, now the tables turned," and "See how the game plays out?" The irony wasn't lost on anybody. The same way Alicia got Swizz back in the day is the same way she might be losing him now. The energy? Absolutely full circle. But if you thought this tea couldn't spill any hotter, wait for it. Because here comes another twist. People started dragging up receipts from when Alicia and Swizz first got together. The energy back then was already a little too loud. And Lala's entrance into this whole mess? Folks said she just slid right in, quiet but smooth, like she'd been part of the story all along without anyone really noticing. From there, the whispers became thunder. The drama turned volcanic. And suddenly, this wasn't just gossip anymore, it was war. Swizz found himself running a one-man crisis management operation, trying to spin things, dodge rumors, and cover his tracks while blogs and fans tore apart every move he made. And don't forget, Lala's split from Carmelo Anthony was still fresh at the time. Those rumors about her and Swizz started spreading like wildfire. And it wasn't just baseless talk either.
I think that stepping away from that marriage was such an incredibly hard decision for me, but it made me realize, like, there's nothing I can't do. Staying is easier. Staying is easier.
Really?
Walking away is harder. Staying in your comfort zone, what you know, your house, your kids happy because their parents are together, that's easier.
Radio host Miss Jones even claimed she got a direct message straight from someone in Swizz's own camp. Imagine that. The drama wasn't just coming from outsiders. It was bubbling up from right next to him. Word on the street is Lala fell hard for Swizz, but he allegedly made it clear he wasn't leaving Alicia. And if you think that made things calm down, think again. Because for Alicia's birthday, Swizz went all out. He love-bombed her with a custom-built Maybach worth a jaw-dropping $300,000. And this wasn't some last-minute splurge either. Apparently, it took 2 months to design and deliver this ride. That's a car dripping in luxury, wrapped in secrets, and screaming louder than any rumor could. And he didn't stop there. He jumped into the studio to remix some of her songs, sprinkling his sound all over her music. At the time, it all looked like pure devotion. But now, fans are saying those gestures were more like smokescreens to cover up drama brewing in the shadows. Fast forward to now, and all those flashy gifts and grand gestures look way less romantic and a whole lot more like distractions. Alicia calling out Lala's name during the engagement scandal has fans looking back and realizing that maybe those extravagant gifts were all part of a strategy to keep the truth hidden. But just when you thought this was all about Lala, here's another twist. Rumor has it, Swizz may have gotten another woman pregnant. Not Alicia, not Lala, but an entirely different woman. And here's the kicker. She's allegedly white. Yep, you can imagine how the internet reacted. Timelines were on fire with, wait, Swizz got a white side chick pregnant? And Alicia's name got dragged right back into the mess. At this point, nothing about this situation is simple. The tea keeps spilling like an overfilled cup, and Alicia might have finally hit her breaking point. Throwing Lala's alleged engagement with Swizz into the public eye feels like Alicia saying, enough is enough. With rumors, secrets, and all these distractions chasing her family like ghosts they couldn't shake, it was only a matter of time before something exploded. And here's the thing. This isn't the first time people have linked Lala and Swizz. Way before engagement whispers started swirling, their energy had already been clocked by fans. The tension between them? Thick enough to cut with a knife. Those lingering looks, the inside jokes, those smiles that lasted a little too long. And let's not forget, this was when Lala was still with Carmelo Anthony. People swore Lala and Swizz were in their own bubble, always locked into their own vibe, just a few steps away from the group. The streets noticed. Then came the Met Gala. Oh, y'all remember that gala red carpet night. Cameras flashing everywhere, and there's Lala leaning in close, chatting up Swizz with non-stop praise, glowing like a spotlight was on her. Swizz, grinning ear to ear, laughing back. It wasn't over-the-top flirty, but that spark? Unmistakable. People watching closely couldn't ignore that vibe. So when rumors of a secret engagement started flying, nobody was even shocked. It just made sense. And here's another layer. Every time blogs start linking Lala to Swizz, a new mystery man suddenly enters the picture. First, it was a wealthy New York businessman, then another guy nobody could even identify. And Lala? She stays silent. Never confirming, never denying. She just lets the smoke swirl while the internet speculates. Meanwhile, folks have been digging up receipts about Alicia and Swizz's love story. And let's just say it wasn't picture perfect either. Swizz officially divorced Mashonda Tifrere in 2010, the same year he and Alicia tied the knot. So yeah, these timelines have always been a little messy. And now, it feels like all those seeds of chaos planted back then are finally growing wild for everyone to see. But here's where things get even more interesting. The spotlight has shifted back to Alicia. Fans started noticing how calm she's been through all this. That perfect composure on stage and online, the way she smiles like she's unbothered. Some people see grace. Others think it screams that she already knows what's going on and is just waiting for the right moment to flip the table. Swizz, on the other hand, is moving like a man wearing too many masks. One moment, he's the devoted husband, standing proudly beside Alicia at charity events, showering her with love and praise. The next moment, he's grinning in viral clips with Lala, or allegedly spoiling mystery women with gifts that make headlines. The chaos surrounding this couple keeps multiplying. And now, even rumors about Alicia and Swizz divorcing are swirling around, shocking fans who thought their love story was unshakable. And through all of this, the streets keep repeating that old saying over and over. You lose them the same way you get them, kid. So what do you think, fam? Is this messy circle finally closing in? Or are we just scratching the surface of an even bigger scandal? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button if you're still here sipping this tea. And of course, subscribe for more gossip, and see you in the suggested video.